Hey.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to CrowCast episode 39. How are we, bud?
Unbelievable, mate. 39 weeks. 39 weeks, and it's nearly Christmas as well.
One more till Christmas.
Unbelievable. Yeah, Christmas special next week. I can't wait. How's your week been, man?
Yeah, pretty good. I'm a little bit out of breath. I forgot my guitar. My guitar's downstairs, so I just ran upstairs thinking, I've got to do what's the next line.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to say, because I could see you in the screen. It was the quickest dash out the room, and then I seen you pulling out the case.
I'm so unfit. It's unreal. I can't wait to get back playing football and normality kicks in. I don't know, just fit, innit? On stage fit, being a musician and stuff.
That's the difference, I know we've kind of got in a few runs, and we were lucky we played a game of footy on Sunday and stuff, but there is a difference between thinking you're fit and being match fit, and especially like when we start going out and starting to play shows again, it's a different energy, innit? You want to feel that off the crowd, and you want to give it back tenfold, so
absolutely, bud. But welcome one and all the Crow family. I can see you all there with your messages. Are you all ready for Christmas? We've all spent a fortune. But man, we got an amazing guest coming on very shortly. The amazing Dan Reed. I can't wait to speak to him.
Are you all ready for Christmas now as well, buddy?
Yeah, man. I think so. Well, I say that. No, there's a few of my family members I gotta get. Only one or two. Nothing major. I've done the bulk. Same with you.
Yeah, not too bad now. I think I've got the worst end of it out the way. All the nice fresh stuff that we get closer to Christmas. I think we're gonna nail that kind of Monday, Tuesday, and we're away then, mate. Got the turkey. That's on order. Nice fresh turkey as well.
Is it?
But yeah,
we got one from Marks and Spencer's. It's all done for us. Cost a fortune. Yeah. I'm not going to tell you how much it costs, but it's all done, and you just stick it in the oven.
That's what I was going to say then. We're all cooked and bloody, do you know what I mean?
No, but it's
prepared.
I don't really know, to be honest, but it's going to take everything. You just chuck it in. Job done. That's my type of turkey.
We had a tremendous review this week as well by old Jimmy Watkins. I think a lot of people seen that on the fan page and on the socials as well. Did you catch that, mate?
Yes, it was hysterical. He's such a character. I love his reviews, but ours was great. What did he call us? A bit of audio slave, the A470 slave.
Yeah.
That's the road around the corner from us, the A470. So it was just, his humor is incredible. I love him.
Yeah, I love the fire truck and the fact that he took on a mobility scooter as well. Come on, I'll race you.
And then asked a random Russian out for a walk to see those damn crows.
Yeah,
which was amazing. Amazing.
Oh, it was brilliant. Well, look, we'll get into the birthday and shout outs a little bit later on. How about we get a special guest on?
Man, I'm so excited to talk to this man, the sensational singer-songwriter, Mr. Dan Reed.
Peace.
It really is.
I'm coming from you from an alien dimension.
Oh, look at that. What is that, Dan?
It's a sound wave. You know when you do put sand on a lid of a barrel and then pump some sound wave through it, some frequency, and it usually takes some kind of shape or form, like some beautiful snowflake form. That this is different frequencies doing that, and then colored and created into a disc by a friend of mine named Michael Lee Hill, who lives in Florida.
Wow.
So what is the actual sound bite?
Say what?
What was the actual sound bite?
I don't know what frequency they were playing. If you played like a song that had kick snare and guitars and stuff, it would just look like crazy chaos on there. But if you play one frequency, like any note, but pretty low, it'll growl this into this beautiful shape, sand on a barrel top,
Wow.
What a beautiful way to start an interview. That's amazing. I love it.
I'm hoping that's the way spaceships work.
Yes.
Future spaceships, that is.
How are you doing? You're in Prague, yeah?
Yeah, I am. It's great to hear you guys' banter and vibe, man. It's really thank you for having me on here. I really appreciate it.
Anytime. Is it snowing out there at the moment, Dan?
No, it did about a week ago, and it stuck for like 2 days, and then it's disappeared. So we're hoping it's going to come back for Santa.
Yes.
We have an 8-year-old, in the house. So
Amazing. Yeah, I got a 7-year-old as well. So it's
exactly
it's the
that.
best time. Yeah, the best.
And in the Czech Republic, they say that baby Jesus brings the presents. There is no Santa Claus, really. And I just don't understand how a little infant baby Jesus can carry all those presents and move them. It just seems improbable. So I'm going with Santa, the sleigh and the chimney.
Yeah.
You got the chimney right there, man.
Yeah. It's a big old chimney as well. Fair play. It's an old house.
I know, it's a little bit embarrassing. I got like the fake plastic version. Ronnie's got the real. Look at that. It's beautiful, that is.
Yours is cool and techno-y and like futuristic and got the comic stuff going. It's crazy cool, dude. I like both. Both vibes are sick.
That's wicked. So speaking about your kid, are they musical? Is he your son or daughter? Are they musical?
Son, yeah. His name is Joshua, and he likes. We bought him electric drum kit for his birthday, 6-year-old 2 years ago. He's played it maybe 10 times,
right.
But he just couldn't wait to get it. And then you know how that is.
Yeah.
First, you're like, yeah, and then they're back to their iPad or whatever. He's really into Godzilla though, so I'm very proud of that. I was a big Godzilla freak when I was growing up as a little kid, and now he loves it even more than me. So we get to rewatch all the old movies from the 60s and 70s.
Yes.
I love that. Yes.
He figured it out. He goes, "Daddy, those aren't really that big, are they?" And when he's smashing the cities and stuff, and I go, "No, that's a guy in a suit." I had to break the bubble, I haven't broken the Santa bubble, but I did have to break the bubble. And now he just loves it. He goes, "Oh, the models are cool, the cities they build," and he's getting creative like that. So hopefully he'll be an artist of some sort,
Love that, man. So it's like, speaking of your son then being 8, what age were you, Dan, when you started getting into music? Can you remember?
I guess I was singing in church around that time when my mom was singing. She was a vocalist in USO tours back in the day, 40s and 50s. And she sang in church like a crazy person. And I either was embarrassed because she was singing with so much vibrato and so loud and in pitch, and everybody else was just kind of humble. So I would sit there in church and go, the only way I can combat this is sing myself, So I sang with her, but not as loud. I was hoping maybe I would bring her volume down a bit, but I was just adding to it. Go figure.
So how old were you then?
I guess I was 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in junior high, I started doing Elvis Presley impersonations for upperclassmen. We lived it was K through 12. So kindergarten through seniors in high school, all in 2 buildings connected by a hallway and a lunch hall, farm school. Right. And so when I was in 6th grade, 7th grade, the juniors, seniors, and sophomores would read, sing Hound Dog. And I was like, 10 cents. It was a dime back then. It's like 10 cents. They give me a dime. And I ain't nothing but a hound dog. And I get into that.
I love that.
That was my first earnings back in 6th grade. I guess I was 12, something like that.
Wow. So could you play instruments by that time then, or that came later?
No, my first instrument, I played organ a little bit because of church songs and what have you. My aunt played organ, like the 2 hands and the pedals and stuff, but not like proficiently at all. And then we had a foreign exchange student live with us in South Dakota. I was 15, and he really, my goal, I was a big Bruce Lee fan at the time, and he was Japanese. And I remember the films with Enter the Dragon, the Chinese fighting the Japanese. And I was like, oh my God, he's going to come here and he's going to teach me martial arts. And he hated the idea of martial arts because it's a required class in their grade school and junior high and high school. They're doing judo. Right. So he was like, how about I teach you the guitar? Because if I came to America to escape that shit,
Yeah.
Martial arts. And his name is Tsutomu Oki, and he lived with us for a year in South Dakota. He went from Tokyo to a farm in the middle of nowhere and stayed there for a year. He was 2 years older than me, and taught me how to play the guitar. And we did a couple talent shows together, playing songs from Greece, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, Sandy, you know.
I love that.
You don't remember me, but I remember you.
Yeah, yeah.
Tears on my
My
pillow.
pillow. Yes, bro. Yeah. God,
Yeah, so that was the beginning. Oh, yeah, and then Van Halen. When I heard the first Van Halen record, 77, I guess it was, somewhere around there, 78, early 78. In band practice, I was playing trumpet. I started playing trumpet in junior high. So that was another, reading music and playing a single note was fun. I like that stuff. But then I discovered Van Halen, and that was the end of my trumpet playing career. Chuck Mangione, who? Like,
wow.
the guitar, wow, and the songs, and Atomic Punk. And I was like, what? It was Running with the Devil. Then got into AC/DC after that. Kiss, of course. It was like Kiss, Queen, News of the World. Lived with that 8-track tape.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's an amazing record. Is that what got you straight into the bands then, Van Halen? Is that something that like you were like, I got to get a band together, or
Rush made me want to put a band together. Just hearing those three guys play that much music together, it was so wide and it sounded like 10 people playing, you know, because of the voicings they were picking, the effects on their instruments, and just the sheer musicianship of those guys. Then the lyrics and the melodies and the time changes, and the list goes on and on of like going, oh man, that's playing music and writing music on the next level. I mean, I've never gotten there, but I sure do appreciate them inspiring me to do it, you know.
Well, that's what I'm gonna say. Like when I listen to your albums, that's what strikes me. It's you're almost listening to stuff, and it's the sounds, and it's mad you're saying about Van Halen because he could make sounds on a guitar that nobody else could. But when was the first time, Dan, where you started to pen your first song? What can you remember how old you were?
Yeah, I guess I went to a recording studio when I was 17 outside of Aberdeen, South Dakota. It's about 15 miles outside in the suburb, or not suburbs, just in the countryside. But this guy built a studio in his basement. And I can't remember the name of the first song. It might have been a song called Cute on You. Like, I like the jeans you wear. I like the way you hair. I like. That's cute on you. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That's cute on you. Da-da-da, you know.
So that guitar based?
Yeah, it was guitar based for
Yeah.
sure. Like a romantic song, something like
Yeah,
that. Something very simple 3-chord thing, you know.
Yeah. So the sounds came after then when you created with the band. I mean, your band is incredible. We've been lucky to be on the same sort of bill on festivals, but your band, the sound they create and the energy on stage, it's it's incredible. It's infectious. You get it's like someone as an experience. Blew me away, dude. I love your show. You're so your interaction with all the other members. Do you know what I mean? There's that you all having a ball on stage, and you just feed off one another.
I think it's because of we've been playing together since Dan Pred, the drummer, and I have been together since those days, playing Rush songs at high school proms.
Yeah.
And nobody dancing because we're weird time zones. But but we've been together since he was 15, I guess. I was 16. Is when we first started playing together, yeah. And then he moved out to Portland, Oregon after I graduated from high school and moved back to Portland where I was born. And we started a band together called No Boy. And then our band in high school was called Nightwing. And then it's the Network. And then I was in a band called Nimble Darts in between No Boy and the Network forming. So every band I've been in starts with the letter N for some godforsaken reason.
I was gonna bring this up. Dan Reed Network. I mean, that, like, by today's standards, that's a really modern, but like that was like 20 years ago. Am I right? I don't know. I'm not great at math.
30.
30 years ago.
30
So,
years.
First
so what,
album, 87.
so what was
Gee.
the idea behind Dan Reed Network? Was it just to jam with bands and have that network, or what was the mentality behind the band name?
I think the idea of the style of music we started doing came between Brian and I meeting first, the guitarist and I. He was writing songs, I was writing songs. I didn't know I wanted to do a funk rock thing, but I did know I loved Prince, I loved Aerosmith,
Yeah.
I loved Rush, and I didn't want to just write one form of music. And if you listen to any of our older albums, or even the new ones, they're kind of all across the board, which is part of our problem, according to radio people and stuff. But yeah, that's just, we like all different styles of music. So ballads, and they can be romantic and sappy, but at the same time, it's okay to, you know, be pissed off about how the state of the world and sing about that shit. And even more so now than ever, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, I go back and forth with this whole, like, how much should we as artists strive to inspire people to take care of ourselves in the world, you know? Like, or should we just let people, like, just unplug and forget all the fucking stress and darkness that's going on? Are we supposed to be just a release, or are we supposed to educate? Is John Lennon a hero? If he is, why did he get shot out in front of his house? It's just like this weird mental gymnastics I do with pretty much every song I write.
This is exactly what I was hoping for. Now the interview starts. This is incredible. I love this stuff. Dan, keep going, dude.
So it really comes down to, like, all the people that, you know, really have changed the world for the positive have either been nailed to a cross, shot by one of their own religions, like Gandhi was. The Kennedy brothers, you know, Bobby, especially the guy who wrote all the speeches for his brother John, shot. His brother shot. Martin Luther King shot. Abraham Lincoln. There's a Swedish prime minister that was stabbed in the street and killed, and he probably shot too. But he was killed 15, 20 years ago, whatever. And it happens in every country, right? So, and John Lennon is a prime example. Bob Marley, he got shot, lived, then died. Jesus. Yeah, it's a constant battle, I think. But I think it's okay to do both within a show, on a record, even within a song. You can be fucking goofy as shit in the verse if you want, and take it to hell on the chorus. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's just all up to our imagination and what we can get away with melodically and rhythmically. And
yeah, 100%. I mean, we're the same. It doesn't really matter if it's heavy, dark, or light and I don't know, fluffy.
Yeah.
As long as the tune resonates with us, there's something, there's a feel, there's a vibe. Because ultimately, dude, I think you're absolutely bang on. People go to watch a show to feel something, you know. It doesn't necessarily need to be to the point or political. Sometimes, you know, they just want to go and dance and forget about all the shit that's happening outside.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right, dude. I think there's a time and place for it all. I think it all fits within context, within reason, you know.
And at the same time, you know, remember when YouTube gave their record away for free and it uploaded on your phone and iTunes, and like 90% of the people were pissed off about it.
Yeah.
You know, get them giving their record away on their phone. They wanted to be asked. They wanted to be invited out to dinner. They didn't want somebody to just throw food in their face, you know, like, eat this, you know. So there's this kind of balance of where, you know, the hypocrisy where someone like, they say Bono avoids paying taxes in his country. This is the rumor I hear. And yet he goes out and preaches about saving the world, yet he doesn't want to fund his own government back home. That kind of hypocrisy, right?
Yeah.
That exists everywhere, within the priesthood, in U.S. gymnastics, obviously, in sports teams, sports owners, Wall Street, you know, in every country, their own trading center, that kind of corruption, you know? So it's just like, I think being musicians and artists, we're supposed to, like, channel all that noise, you know?
Yeah.
We're making, channel the fact that we fall in love and fall out of love, and then we get our hearts broken. Yeah, that's the only reason we're here, is because our mothers and fathers got together and hooked up,
Yeah.
and they fell in love, or it was a one night stand,
Hmm.
whatever. It doesn't matter. We're all here because two human beings got together,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
hopefully,
Because of chance. Yeah. Absolutely.
hopefully, hopefully they liked each other enough to get naked, standing up, up against a club wall. So where were you? Uh,
So when it comes to writing, Dan, like you just saying about political there, and what is it? You don't sit down, I suppose, and say, "I'm going to write about this." Is it just about, do you wake up one day and it's like, "Oh, I got this in my head," or I'm going to say something about this," or how does it
sometimes,
work, Dan?
or sometimes it's. I mean, I guess you're writing most of the lyrics for Those Damn Crows.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say probably do what you do. Don't you sometimes see a book title in a store or a magazine shop and you go, "Oh shit, I've never heard that song before."
Yeah.
Sometimes start with that, just like a cliche, maybe some kind of cliche. And but that's, I don't know, 10% of the time. The rest of it usually is just picking up an instrument, whether it's playing keyboards or guitar, and having these chords kind of tell you what story needs to be told,
Hmm.
or a story that you haven't told as an artist before.
Yeah.
It's every story's been told. Let's just put that on the table.
Yeah.
But to tell the story in a different way from your point of view and your life experiences and stuff. And like, I saw this recent, did you see Eddie Van Halen talking to Jason Becker back in the day when Jason was dying from ALS? Eddie Van Halen visited him in the home, and he's talking about how he doesn't really write the stuff, Eddie. He says it's just channeled through me. And I think Hendrix might have said something like, Hendrix one was this. He was on the Dick Cavett show. And Dick Cavett, who's a very humble, sweet guy, he goes, "So, Mr. Hendrix, the people around the world are saying you're the world's greatest guitar player. What do you think about that? Do you think that's true?" And he goes, something along the lines, I might be paraphrasing. He says, "I hope to be just the greatest guitarist sitting in this chair."
Yeah.
That kind of humility that the best players have, the best actors are, the best painters, they don't know where it comes from. Their humility is born from them willing to accept that they're not creating it as much as this collective consciousness is creating it in some way.
Are you finding it harder? Is it easier? Is it pretty much the same? I mean, what are you, 9 albums in now, Dan? Is the 10th one coming out soon?
Well, with the network, I don't know. It's 6 or 7, maybe 7. I don't know. I don't really. If I have to think about it, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 network records and 5 solo records, and then a couple other projects. I worked with this band in New York. It was the former band members from I Wanna Know How to Separate Love and Tears. Maggie's Dream, a band called Maggie's Dream. So it was the members from that, and they brought me in to sing on a record. That was a blast. That was a lot of fun. A lot heavier than Network, kind of a little more grungy, but the lyrics were much more like light, pointed toward the light, whereas Seattle is pointed toward the more dark side of human existence.
That's a great way of putting it. No one's put it like that before. That's a great way of
I've
putting
never
it.
heard that. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
What part haven't you heard?
Well, the fact that you said Seattle is kind of dark, it's pointing to the dark side. I've never heard it put like that. And when I think about it, yeah, I did.
We're from Portland, and it's kind of depressing up in the Northwest, or at least it used to be, because it rains so much. It was just, a lot of rain. They say that up in Sweden, up in the north during the winter, that's when they have the most suicides, is northern Sweden during the winter, when it's just dark all day for months. It just has this kind of depression thing that hits you. There may be some truth to sunlight actually not only giving us vitamin D that everybody talks about, but also giving us like spiritual vitamins as well. So there might be some truth to that. They say that, a lot of the ugly things in the world, whether it's crime or prostitution or people being taken advantage of or hurt, killed, raped, takes place at night. So there's a lot of energy that is associated with that. We drink too much at night. We make mistakes because we drink too much, party too much, that kind of shit, But I like drinking and partying, so.
So do we. To be honest, you basically described where our hometown, where we're from, Bridgend.
I don't think I've been there to your hometown.
Yeah,
you've been close. You've been to Puthcore, Planet Rockstock.
So
so about 20 minutes up the road is Bridgend. But you, like Shane said, quite on the money. We grew up with a lot of suicides around us. Very dark town, but it's quite a small town as well. Like, that's the and kind of like the mentality of you grow up, you get a job, you find a wife, you settle down, and that's it. If you kind of had hopes outside that many years ago, you were seen to be a dreamer, and not to be silly, and you should kind of fall back in line of getting that job, finding that woman, settling down, and then dying, and that's it. It's like, do you know what I mean? So it's quite similar to what you said, and it's it's always raining here, so yeah, it's quite similar.
Yeah, there's something about that. I don't know what it is. I liked it. Because it made me stay indoors more and work in the studio as opposed to going down to the river and inner tubing and whatever, drinking beers. I've never really drank beer that much. I like my vodka, but I never went out and hung out and did keggers and drank beers and stuff. I was at home trying to figure out the hammer-on technique.
Yeah. Well, that was kind of us in our teens. We got strayed away. So we'd have a drink, but we'd be more jamming all the time. It'd just be like, fucking, we jamming tonight? Are we jamming tonight? So it just always try and find a room or a way of jamming. Even in school, we found a room just with a piano and drums. And we'd always find a way to jam. So I think we were lucky in that way. It just kind of, we channeled that energy more than anything, like, so.
How long have you guys known each other and been playing together?
Well, it's very similar, Dan, to the story you just told. Me and Ronnie, we've known each other since infant school. So that, what were we, Ron? 6,
7? Yeah, 6, 7.
But like
6.
we went to comprehensive school then, and then we started jamming when we were like 13, 14. And then did our first band, we were like 14, 15.
Yeah.
With China, our guitarist. So we totally get the I don't know, the in sync that what I see on stage with you and your band members, that synchronicity. It's almost telepathic sometimes. You just feel it. You just know where that person, your musician, your friend is gonna go with that music, and you just go with it. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, you guys definitely are channeling some of that rainy atmosphere vibe in your music. You got a lot of weight to your songs. I actually went through YouTube today and listened to like 12 songs, and I'd heard Bite. What's it? The song about 3-4 years ago.
Oh, Blink of an Eye, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That I love that song. But then today I discovered your music. Really discovered it, and there's a lot of weight to it. It's great stuff.
Thank you, bud. That means a lot coming from you. That's
you have that celebratory weight, a celebratory darkness going on. It's great.
Yeah, and it's not until you've just said, maybe that's why, like, Ron, those bands from Seattle resonated with us, because we could see, our lives being. But I've never really thought of it until right now, till Dan's mentioned that. We
do kind of write like very mood, how the mood takes us, because sometimes if we're angry, it's as Dan said earlier, it's an angry song. You can't go into a room and just go, today we're going to write this kind of song. It's kind of what the feeling is. And then sometimes it's the same with you, with the top line, or if a melody just comes, you don't know where that's coming from. So you know what I mean? You can't teach that sometimes. It just comes. It comes off a riff, or it comes off a beat, or it comes off anything, and there's the top line, and all of a sudden you've got a lyric to it. It's only really when you sit down, you start to kind of put the glue and everything to it. It becomes that craft, right? What's this going to be about? What's the what's the vibe telling me? So I think that's what I love about music, especially speaking to other musicians. Everybody's so different, but yet you still come back to that same water source. Do you know what I mean? It still comes back to the moment.
We have no what's it called, a governor on ourselves to make a fool of ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
What it is when you're writing a song, I don't know how it is for you guys, but do you go doody dee 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 dee? No, that's not it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little better. No, that fucking sucks. I'm gonna go back to the original idea. I know this is better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're constantly okay with being wrong, making a fool of yourself. But then you find this pathway through it, and you do it either with your mates or your spouse or your children or by yourself, and just figure out this path forward to where you can finish an idea that has a verse, chorus, bridge, chorus out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pattern that the classical pieces were longer, of course, but they had those kind of movements. Films are the same way. Everything comes in threes. A good joke comes in threes,
Yeah.
A man and a woman, or have a child, or two women adopt a child, or have their best friend inseminate one of the eggs and then have a child. Two men adopt a child, or they get their friends to donate eggs and then inseminate a child. Anyway, two people having a child allows us to live on, so it always comes in threes. The best things come in threes.
No, that's true. That is true. When you had like Dan Reed and the network and stuff, how did you know it was starting to become professional? What was that moment where you were like for us now, we've got moments where we're like, wow, this is real, and we could actually start crafting a career, a realistic view of this is a career, of what was that moment for you? Because you said obviously you used to sing for a nickel and stuff like that.
Well, we started the network. Our first show was pretty good. We had a really good turnout. We played both a Friday and Saturday night for our first weekend opening in Portland. And from then on out, we were pretty much a solid weekend, midweek, Wednesday night, Thursday night club band. We could play in Seattle and Portland, bounce back and forth, always pull 200 to 300 people. Bar was happy. People were dancing, good times. And I think that's when we realized, we could do this as a living, just play regionally, not get a record deal, just kind of make a living doing this. We didn't have to have day jobs. We were making enough money just playing 3 or 4 gigs a week. We did that for 3 years, and that was great. And then we had a lot of labels turn us down and stuff. So we didn't have these, we had these hopes, but we didn't have the offers coming in. So we were thinking, maybe we'll just be like a regional band, but always worked toward trying to write stronger songs that people would dance to, smile to, let go of their crazy 5-day work week that stressed them out too, and come out and dance and party and hear songs about love and broken hearts.
Yeah, I love that. That.
Bill Graham came to see us from San Francisco, who started the Fillmore East and West clubs, and he was the first guy to bring Led Zeppelin over to America. And he did like these crazy shows with Jimi Hendrix opening up for the Monkees, and tours, like crazy tours that were just mind-boggling. Saw us. Derek Schulman, who signed Bon Jovi, came to see us in a Seattle club called Hall of Fame. And that was the beginning when we realized, maybe this could go to the next level. We had Geffen Records come to us and say, we'd like to give you a record deal, but you have one too many black guys in the band.
No way.
Fucking hell. Wow.
1985, think about it. 85, 86. Because we were playing like rock, funk stuff, and they were like, if you had like just one, like, what is this? What's the TV show with Token? South Park.
Yeah.
The black guy's named Token, right?
Yeah.
They were like, if you have a token black guy in the band, we could sell that. But if you have 2 black guys, it's not rock and roll enough. You need to. And I said, well, then I suggested, how about if I'll fire me, because I'm half dark skin, half white skin, light skin. I wasn't even willing to consider that. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's beyond.
Wow.
Nah, that's blown my mind, man. Because it's, it's these people that music is supposed to be for everyone, but then there's these rules and regulations. Or someone says, no, you need to be fit in this box in order to be successful. And like that, for me, that make me so angry. That is freaking awful.
It did, for sure. I think it's all gone now, that pretty much, Now we can be TikTok stars and dance for 7 seconds.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Not even good dancing. We can just pump this here and pump that there and shake the hips and pump it again and done. And you can get 1 million followers and you can make,
That was pretty good, mine, to be honest.
That was good. That was a TikTok for
that was pretty good. I've actually got that exact T-shirt there, Dan. Your T-shirt you're wearing, I've got that exact T-shirt.
I bought this in London, I think.
Yeah, I've got that exact one.
Yeah, I know what you mean, Dan, because like over COVID, I've never spent so much time in the house, and I've discovered a lot of amazing guitarists via YouTube, an incredible amount of songwriters just in their bedrooms.
Absolutely.
And so, in one sense, it's kind of like, that's amazing. But in the other, I'm like, it's unbelievable that they don't do anything else. They're not in bands, because I kind of followed them now and kind of worked out their foundation. They just literally, like you said, release it to the world.
Yeah.
They've got, I don't know how many million followers, and that's it. There's no passion to go and perform. There's no, because they know by playing Enter Sandman as quick as they can, or something, you know what I mean? Something backwards.
Yeah.
It's going to get them double the views,
Well, you got to think about, God, do I want to get into this? You got to think about whether we are evolving as a species to get to the point of where we live in complete balance with the earth, right? And if that's going to happen, it's going to be less mobility, less fuel to travel from point A to point B. It's going to be more cerebral, right? Eventually. And in that process is live theater, is movie theaters, is live shows, is all of that like part of the caveman days. You see what I mean? Is a part of the modern caveman days that needs to someday go by the wayside. Everybody's going to have a big wall screen TV. It's going to be as big as your wall. Instead of just the big screen TVs we have now, it's the whole wall. And you get to go to see our concerts. Just sit in your living room with your family, invite some friends over for a beer, watch the concert. It's in a hologram.
That's straight on the money, isn't it?
The badass stereo system that's in your ears. There's not even speakers anymore. It's a little implant in your ears, and it sounds better. I hear these poker players are cheating using headphones that are in their cap because they got somebody speaking on the other side looking at cards and telling them, but they don't have anything in their ears. It's just giving them the vibration in their skull, and they hear it better than they would through their ears.
Yeah, I feel that. That technology's in glasses as well, isn't it? It's not headphones, yeah.
Well, I was going to say about the glasses, but I'm convinced there's going to be some sort of lenses. I've been saying this for years, that we can take photos. Yeah, we can just literally, there'll be no device. It'll be a pain. It's too much trouble to carry a phone around. It'll just be the case of
the glasses for about 20, 30 years. Then they're going to put it in our fucking eyeball. I'm telling you.
Yes.
And then we need bigger eyes, and then we're going to become aliens, and then we got to go find a planet that has apes on it and start the whole cycle over again.
I tell you what, COVID's really, really setting in. We need to get out more, man. We need to get out.
Oh, man. Honestly, now me and Dan were talking, Shane, on emails about alien invasion, and that's literally been another story of my COVID, is kind of following the latest sightings and photographs that won't be released, because they say they're here, man. Honestly, they're here. They're just, so I don't want to kind of go down too much of a rabbit hole, but I'm a massive believer
No, I think it's fair. I mean, if you look at, I mean, the best line ever was written by Carl Sagan, that was in the movie Contact as well, but it's actually in the book. That it's if there's nobody else out there, it's an awful waste of space, you know, and it really is. There's what billions of suns. We cloud everything by calling them stars. It's like calling shell-shocked post-traumatic stress syndrome now. It's like, let's figure out a way to soften the blow. But all these stars, little wish upon a stars out there, they're just suns, just like our sun. It's a ball of gaseous fire that has planets spinning around it, kind of keeping its orb together. And some of them are close enough to their sun to have the right atmosphere, to have plant life and, you know, oxygen, sentient beings that are breathing, thinking beings, you know, whether they're at the lizard level or at the alien level. And we as human beings are caught right in the middle at this point. Why social media, I think we're actually back to lizards or something. I don't know where we are, man.
Yeah, it's bonkers, man. I mean, like I've been reading and looking at loads of stuff lately. You don't know what's true. I know they're planting loads of stuff so you don't believe certain things that are true, which is kind of, it's bonkers, like, you know. So, but I've seen a lot with the especially the American Navy as well. They've spotted quite a lot lately, and it's all being kind of brushed over. Nothing's being released. There's photos there, but not even the president's allowed to see some of these photos. Shane, I don't know if you've read into all of this.
You see those, what is it? The Disclosure Project. They've gotten a lot of stuff out, you know. A lot of retired generals, CIA folks, people that no longer have their career at risk are coming out and speaking the truth about what they saw and what they know. And that's great. But the other thing is there's also different kinds of beings that still like traveling faster than light speed. There's also beings that don't travel anymore. They like just sitting on their planet, chilling out, you know, having the best food, movies, sex, parties, everything in their brains. They don't even touch each other physically. So are we going to get there, or are we going to blow ourselves up with atomic weapons? Which direction are we heading?
It's literally a toss of a coin. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, man. So
all
how
I know
did...
is,
Go on,
all
sorry,
I know
Shane.
is I'm quite a reserved person, and when COVID happened, I thought this is going to suit me down to the ground. You know, I'll still be creative. We can stay. It won't be for long. Blah blah blah. But what I've really found is that I need that connection. I need that touch. I need that. So all the things you're saying there is scary as hell for me, because I think,
well,
COVID has really made me look at myself and think what makes me happy. Because right now I'm not as happy as I've ever. I'm quite miserable because I can't be what I need to be.
This won't. The thing I'm talking about won't happen for thousands of years.
yeah. I know that, but it's just mad how that what you say there. You know, you don't have to move. It'll just be in your brain. It'll be a thought, and it'll be there. It'll be a blink, and there it is.
We'll be ready when it comes. We'll be ready when it comes. I mean, if it came tomorrow or next, if the aliens landed on the White House lawn next week, we'd be fucked.
Yeah,
we're not ready. You're not ready, man.
Someone's seen it already in the White House.
I mean, nothing's better than those live shows, right, dude? I mean,
yeah, man. Yeah,
it's nothing better than that.
We always said that if you could bottle that feeling, that's you know, there's two bottles I'd like to drink. That feeling when you're in a room with your mates and you're writing a song and it just comes together, you know, that, and you feel the vibe. That's I'd love to bottle that. And when you walk out and it's that gig where they're dancing, they're singing the songs back, and you got the goosebumps. That's the other bottle. You know, they're the two bottles I'd be interested in. Like, you know, that's two incredible feelings that I really miss as well. You know, so
yeah, I hear you 100%, man. Yeah. I also want to get the bottle of Raquel Welch in that fur bikini back in the 70s in 100,000 BC movie. I want a bottle of that too.
I'll have one of them as well.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Women are not.
So how did you end up in Prague then, Dan? Because obviously the other boys, are they all in America or?
No, Brian moved to Honduras about, I guess, over 20 years ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Melvin, the bass player, Brian, the guitarist, moved to Honduras. Melvin, the bass player, moved to LA. And Dan Pred and Blake, who was the former keyboard player, still are in Portland. And our new keyboardist is also from Portland, Rob Dacre.
Very cool. So did you move straight from like Portland straight to Prague, or did you go anywhere in between?
No.
Or
That's a good question. Well, in 1992,
yeah,
I was friends with a guy named Bob Guccione Jr., who was the publisher for Spin magazine in the States, and we were both martial artist fans, movie fans, and we talked about the Dalai Lama one day at lunch, and we said something about I said something that I think the Dalai Lama is real rock and roll. Like being in a band and playing rock music and going out and touring and stuff. It's kind of easy street in a way. It's a lot of work, but we're given a lot more attention, and people throw us a lot more positive energy than most people get in their lives.
True.
Like the mailman doesn't get anything compared to what we get as musicians in his life. Or her life.
Yes. Yeah.
So we're very, very fortunate. The Dalai Lama, who had his country taken from him and still loves the Chinese people, that's real rock and roll. I said something like that. And he goes, you know what? If you get the Dalai Lama, an interview with the Dalai Lama, I'll put him on the cover. So that's where that started. It's going to get back to your question about when I left Portland.
That's cool. It's cool.
And so I wrote a letter to the Tibetan government through a Tibetan friend of mine in Portland, Oregon, named Jigme. And they responded back and said, you have an audience with the Dalai Lama. He would love to do an interview with you and be in the magazine that speaks to 2-3 million youths in America. Youths, it's a plural. People where they have metal detectors at schools for kids coming to high school and shit. In a country that does that, he was willing to talk about compassion, using compassion as a weapon. And so Bob Guccione Jr. and I both went to India. He was really excited, and so was I. And we had a great time speaking with His Holiness for 2 hours back in 1992. 10 years later, I remember falling in love with Dharamsala, Northern India, and the whole Tibetan color community. And I felt that would be a good place for me to clean up from my recent 3-year bout with cocaine and alcohol. I was like, fell into the dark hole. I was smoking it for a while toward the end. I burned.
Wow.
You burn a hole in your septum, I think, up in your nose, and you can't snort it anymore because it's painful. So somebody goes, oh, you can smoke cocaine. And I was like, oh, that sounds fun. I didn't know it was like crack. But even if they said the word crack at the time, I still would have smoked it. Because when you're an addict, you're like, oh, so this is crack? Oh, crack's not that bad. You would justify your fucking depravity in some way.
Yeah.
What I found was that drinking and doing drugs for me then was a form of drowning out depression. I wasn't working on music anymore in the way that I wanted to. I was a bar owner at the time, and I was catering toward people's addictions. That was my business, making money off of people's addiction from something innocent as dancing. That's cool, but it's also like the drug culture, the ecstasy culture, the staying up late and doing blow culture, that whole thing. And granted, I'm not, it's hard to talk about drugs because you don't want to condone it. You don't want to tell people out there in the world, especially young people, hey, you should definitely try all this shit because it's not for everybody. But at the same time, I had some amazing revelations, experiences, friendships developed through those sleepless nights, if that makes any sense.
That makes perfect sense.
That makes perfect, yeah.
So I don't know whether to condone or condemn that kind of behavior, but I do know that I'm very grateful that I survived it, and my gratitude came back in the form of coming back and doing music again. I still smoke weed, love it. I love to smoke weed.
I do. there's a few people, like, I don't know personally, but a few people I kind of look at and, that have hit drugs hard, but have
Mm.
somehow managed to come through it, and how they got this new look on life, and how they're
Yeah.
appreciative of it, and they have a new love, and it's almost like if you're one of the lucky ones to survive it, you come out almost in a better frame of mind. Am I right in saying that, Dan? Or
I hope so. I think that it's true from other stories I've seen and read. I don't know if I've come out better, but I do know that I had a little boy and he seems to like me. He seems to think I'm an okay dad, and you know, I'm not a scoundrel, but I'm not a saint by any stretch of the imagination.
do you use that then in your writing? Do you find yourself,
Yeah, for sure. Especially these last few years. Yeah.
Mm.
Since he's been born, I think I've gotten a different take on what's the priorities and what's important in life. I want him to be able to listen back to the music and go, yeah, my dad was talking or singing about some okay stuff. If he
Yeah,
says that, I won. You know,
yeah,
it doesn't have to be my dad is the shit. I don't care about that. But if he goes, yeah, my dad was trying. He gave it his best shot. It's not embarrassing. You want to hear some of it? That kind of thing.
yeah,
If
yeah. I
he does
like
mates when he's 18 or 28 or 38 or 48, I'll be a very lucky man.
love that, man.
It resonates loads with me and you, doesn't it, Shane? Because we've been talking about stuff like this. Honestly, Dan, I'm not just saying it. We've been talking about this for months of no regrets, give everything you've got, leave it all there. And like you said, hopefully the art that we all do somebody will connect with it. Like, somebody will see, and that's it. Like, everything else doesn't really matter anymore. Do you know what I mean? You just got to give it everything, like, and hopefully your family or even anybody else will just see that was worth it. Like, I'm glad they did that, or I'm glad he did that, or I'm glad she did that.
Yeah.
That's made an impact in my life. So I completely get what you were saying there. That's unbelievable.
It doesn't have to be we don't have to receive the benefits of our artistic endeavors while we're alive, even. I mean, even if they affect somebody after we've left this earthly plane, then that's okay. It's okay. It doesn't pay the bills while you're alive, type of thing. But we all figure out some way to move back in with our parents. Whatever we need to do, we'll figure something out, to survive.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And
For me, I'm gonna go after that guy who owns Amazon. I'm gonna bust his fucking front door down. I'm gonna get like 20 fellas with me, or strong women. I'll get 20 people, 20 human beings, and an elephant. Or that.
The elephant, yeah.
Male, female elephant, doesn't matter.
That's
Are
brilliant.
are there transgender elephants?
I don't know.
I'm curious about that one.
Yeah,
Could be.
if anybody's watching knows, please drop us a line. But hey, Dan, would you mind taking some questions? A few people are asking questions here.
Not at all.
Okay, we'll start with this one. Morag Farley, we saw Dan support Thunder in Cardiff, and we're fortunate to hear him talk about his song Aberavon. Whilst many people about the disaster. Sorry?
Abervan.
Yeah, sorry.
Aberfan.
It is Aberfan, yeah. Aberfan, that's another place in Wales. So she's just asking, what influenced you to write it? And the rest of the Crow family. Sorry, I'm not making much sense here, but it's not written out. So anyway, what influenced you, Bud, to write that? Sorry.
It was about a month to 6 weeks, I think, before my son was to be born. I wasn't sure I was still ready to be a father, even though we had the home ready. I didn't know if I was mentally and spiritually ready to take on that responsibility. I didn't know if I'd be a failure at it. All those questions I asked myself at that time. And I was playing a show outside of Aberfan, and I read this story about these children that were buried in the coal slag. And I started asking about it, and they said, "Oh, that's just down the road, like 17 miles." And I said, They were all buried together, I was told, in the same cemetery. And I asked if we could drive out there the afternoon after the gig or before the gig and visit the gravesite. And reading all the testimonials, the words of honor that they gave those children on their gravestones, that the parents who survived. Could you imagine a whole community lost all of their kids at the fucking same time, man?
Ugh.
The dark hole
Mhm.
in that town that was created that day by greed, by some fucking greedy coal mine owner that wanted to save money, putting that shit up on top of the hill instead of storing it safely somewhere else, you know? So then when I read all these gravestones, I just felt like these people need to be honored by me. I need to write a song, you know, because I'm visiting there. I need to say sorry. I need to say I wish the parents and the people who survived well, you know, after that.
Yeah.
As just I'm going to be a dad soon, and I can't imagine what you went through. So this is a song in honor of your loss. That was where it started.
Love that. Love that.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful.
What touching what I said earlier, Dan, as well. How did you get to Prague? What was the?
Oh yeah, you mentioned that earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Just interested how, you know, why Prague? Was it because you were on tour and you just fell in love with the city, or was there a journey to there after the?
Yeah, we played here back in 1990 with the Rolling Stones. We were supporting them that year, that summer, and we played in Prague. And it was about 6-7 months after the Berlin Wall had fallen and the Velvet Revolution had happened here. And I just had these really fond memories of this beautiful city, but I had never returned. I just thought it was one of those good memories I'd always have, you know. And then a friend named Martin Tidmarsh, who's a friend now but wasn't then so much, invited me to play a show here in Prague at the Hard Rock Cafe. And I came here, played the show. My girlfriend and I in Paris had just broken up. I didn't know where I was going to go. I was thinking about moving to Glasgow. Or how do you say Glasgow?
Glasgow.
Glasgow.
Yeah, Glasgow. I've probably said it wrong.
And then I was thinking of Berlin, these other cities and stuff. But when I came here and played, I found that there was quite a few Americans living here. Loved Martin. Loved a great guy named Gregory Darling, who was in Darling Cruel, a band in the United States that we were all kind of like growing up at the same time, lived here. And they all just said positive things about Prague, you know. And first off was the cost. You could get like a really decent apartment for like €1,000 or 900 euros and have a place for your studio, your bedroom, everything. If you wanted that in London, that same space would be like £2,500 minimum.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Then you get a roommate, and then you got to work out who's got what side of the refrigerator. Just all hell can break out. But yeah, so it was kind of like cost, vibe. The architecture here was amazing. And then within 3 months, not even 3 months, like in a couple weeks, the woman that showed me the apartment here, not the apartment we live in now, but my first apartment, I just thought she was amazing, beautiful, smart, witty. And I invited her out to coffee. She said no for about 2 months. And then she eventually said yes. And about a year later, we were pregnant. And now we have our 8-year-old boy. And that's why I stayed in Prague. But why I came to Prague was to play a show because of my friend Martin Tidmarsh.
I love that. Love that. I love that. Is that where you've recorded the new album as well, or?
Yeah, for sure. In the studio here, yeah.
Awesome. Which is out right now as well, yeah?
It's what?
It's out right now?
Yeah, the new album. Yeah, LIFTOFF. Yeah. Recorded that here. I think, I mean, all the demos for the Dan Reed Network stuff were recorded here along with Melvin Brannon, Rob Dacre, and Brian James, all contributing grooves, tracks, ideas from their studios, sending them here, and then me trying to piece it all together. So, yeah, this is kind of just an elaborate home studio.
So is that a new thing you've done, Dan, or is that because of everyone's in different places? Is that kind of how the Dan Reed Network form an album? Is that kind of the norm?
Yeah, it is. We used to have Akai 12 tracks back in the day. You know, back in 1986, 85, we had Akai 12 track, and then I got another Akai 12 track, so we had 24 tracks. That was in my parents' basement.
That's cool.
After I moved to Portland, my mom and dad sold the farm and moved out to Portland about a year and a half later. And my dad retired and they bought a house, and then I moved in with them, and yeah, it was great. She made the best lemonade and ham and cheese sandwiches for the whole band. Every day. Every damn day.
That's brilliant. We got another question here, bud. Julian Davis has asked, can you ask Dan on what his favorite Monsters of Rock moment was? And what impact does he think the Crows would have on the American market scene? That's interesting.
Well, I'm kind of surprised that, have you guys been playing over there yet?
No.
Yeah. we were rumored to play, and then obviously the world kind of stopped. So there was rumors of us starting to make an appearance over there. So because sorry to intervene you, it's kind of, for a British artist, and I think I speak for a lot of British artists here, we always go, can't wait to go to America to play.
Yeah.
It's not the same with American artists. Do they go, can't wait to go to Europe to play?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, see, this fucking, it's mad, isn't it? Like,
it's always greener. We know this story. It's time, and
yeah, I've never got to ask that question, and that just came to my mind because I'm thinking, we always kind of grew up and you have your American influences and you watch your TV and you watch the big shows and everything like that. And then when you get a bit older and a bit more wiser, you realize, like your CBGBs and that, you start looking at those clubs, and they're quite familiar to clubs that were in Wales. Like, for example, there was a place called TJ's, which was quite legendary back in the day. And there's other rock clubs throughout the UK, up in Scotland and up in England. So you start to see the similarities as you're an older artist. But as a kid, you're like, yeah, but it's so much better over there. They've got far more dirt on the floor, or there's more posters in the toilets. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because it's not a great difference, besides it's in a different country. But I always wondered if other artists were like, especially over in America, can't wait to go to Paris, can't wait to go to London, I can't wait. Do you know what I mean? It's
exactly the same.
Wow.
Yeah, I've noticed that within every industry, though. Like, it seems like there's always the horizon, is brighter than home, where you're the unknown is always more promising than the known, I guess.
Yeah. Is that different with fans as well, Dan? Like, in different countries, is it a stronger fan base? Are they more passionate? Where's your favorite, I guess?
Well, I think the most passionate rock audience is certain cities in America and the UK, all of the UK.
Yeah.
Wales, Ireland, Scotland, England, and probably what's the islands you guys have down there in South America? It's probably a good party town too. The Falklands.
What about the Monsters of Rock question? What's your favorite Monsters of Rock moment?
That's a really good question. I think I have a couple. The drummer in Vince Neil's band, I don't know his name, but he was a complete shock and surprise and joy to watch. He's doing all these gymnastics with the sticks and standing up on his drum stool and playing the drums, and just a fantastic showman. And I like showman. I grew up listening, David Lee Roth was a hero for at least a good couple of years, Not the best singer, great performer, right? David Bowie, not the best singer, hate to tell everybody, great performer and great visionary, great songwriter, so that drummer blew me away. That was probably the highlight, the drummer of Vince Neil's band. However, it was going on at the same time as Vince Neil singing.
Yeah.
That was the dichotomy was crazy. And I was never the biggest fan of his voice. I loved a lot of Motley Crue songs. Tommy Lee's a legend. They're all legends, all of them. But just, his singing got even more muddied and muddled and out of tune. And I have a hard time with that stuff, as a singer, just listening. But I stayed and watched the whole goddamn show because of that drummer. I suffered through the in my ears, but the stick spinning, standing on the cymbal and picking up the cymbal stands, and bam, boom, bam, bam. Like, holy shit. And good time, but it was really funny. Danny Vaughan. Oh, another project I'm working with is Danny Vaughan with Snakewell and Harmony. We wrote it together and all that, and put that out early this year, and then COVID struck. But Danny Vaughan, I don't know if I should say this story. Maybe I'll get him in a little trouble. But he was like, I was like, Danny, man, that drummer's fucking out of his mind. It's crazy. And he goes, yeah, it'd be great if you could keep some time. And he's right. He was out of time a little bit. Yeah, that's for sure. But it was okay for me. It was like out of shot focus in a Martin Scorsese movie. It's okay, you know.
Isn't it funny what ticks a box for someone is like a cross for someone else? Like you're just blown away by his performance, and then a drummer comes in and goes, no. I love that.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Or a lyric, and you're so hyped about a lyric. You guys, I got the chorus, and you sing it to the whole band, and the band goes, not feeling that. You're like, what? I was up till 3 a.m. feeling this shit, you know?
So with the new record as well, you've got James on there from Mason Hill.
Yeah, he sent me a really beautiful piece of music. I guess it's about 1.5 years ago now, and I just fell in love with it. I said, do you mind if I work on some lyrics for it and melody? And he said, go for it. Did that. I added just some thickened the drums up a little bit, added some keyboards, and I wrote the melody and lyrics. And the bridge was definitely inspired by, he had some vocal on the demo for the bridge. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like your theme, there was something there about, you know, going forward together, you know, that's really inspired it.
Yeah, because I've loved that. I've seen you've taken a lot of the British upcomers, like, you know, which must be nice for you to see that the rock scene has been growing, like, you know, that must be cool, especially with your experience and everything that you've done, to see, like, you know, it's starting to grow again. It's starting to make a noise, like, you know.
It's amazing, actually. You would have thought that social media, YouTube, and just people not buying records anymore would have killed that whole scene, but people are still buying guitars, learning to play the drums, playing the bass, and writing really, really good music, you know. The guys in Mason Hill 10 years ago were probably in high school, right? So they came out at this time of technology uniting everybody, and here they are still getting up on stage and ripping it, shredding it, getting in the studio and recording and writing really good songs. That's happening all over the world with all this age group. I don't know what you guys are. What's your? How long have you been together? When did you graduate from high school?
Oh,
we got to go now, Dan.
Yeah, we we're a couple of years older than the Mason Hill boys. Yeah, couple.
Yeah, just like a couple years older than you guys. So I guess there's 3 generations right there. I'm 57.
Yeah, we're in our 30s.
Yeah, so there's another generation between you and what's the bands that are in their mid 40s? Who are these guys? Where are they?
Not us for a while. That's a good thing. Not you. We've still got a little bit, but I don't know. Mid 40s, I would have said maybe. Oh fuck! You don't want to say that, do you? Just in case you get a message after this going mid 40s, you cheeky bastard.
Yeah, it's best to leave that one alone.
Yeah, but you were hot. Your band were really hot at the great time, and when record sales. I mean, like when you got the Billboard success and the chart success. Yeah. You know, and I always use that. I think me and Shane talked about it a couple of days ago when we were talking about you. We said it's incredible what you've achieved, an artist the same as you as well at that time, because record sales were massive then. You know what I mean? Somebody went out to buy an album. You were competing with so many bands, but everybody was buying the records. Where these days, you know, it's the whole streaming cross with buying vinyl, cross with anything you can to get a placement. So in all fairness, when you look back at your career, you've achieved quite a lot in harder times as well, in some respect. Do you know what I mean? So
Yes. So, I mean, if you think about having filters back in the day, which is what A&R people were for record companies, they were the music filters. If you could get through to them and they would sign you and put, funding behind you to kind of spread the word, hiring publicists and graphic artists and photographers and getting a money machine behind you.
yeah.
If you could do that, there was less on the field. There were less players on the field. So it was difficult, but you were also hedging your bet a lot because you were one of the few that got picked if you were lucky. Now the field is just filled with people. We were talking about that earlier. It's just packed, right? And pretty much everybody has the same resources, right? There's the few, Beyonce, and there's there's the few that got a lot of money behind them. But now there's millions and millions of artists releasing a record every week. There's a million artists probably releasing a song every week. A million. Back then it was like 300, 400 artists were releasing a single that week worldwide. Yeah. So I don't know which is better.
Yeah, I never thought of that. I always thought the demands back then were obviously expected because of record sales being what they were, like, but I never realized actually today it's quite oversaturated. Like you said, there's a lot more competition because the platform's easier to access now, like, independent labels, etc., and self-releasing, and you know what I mean? So
I think it's positive. I just have to turn off my what do you call it? Nostalgia, but my nostalgia button, liking things the way they were, the good old days. Turn off that button and go, oh, these are the good new days. These are the good new days. We sell 1,000 copies of our CD instead of 100,000 copies. But our live shows are packed and we have a good time and we get to connect with people and we make a living. We get by. We don't get to buy a Porsche and the house on the lake and all that bullshit, which most rich people I've met on this life journey are not the happiest people. You know what I mean? They're plagued by something. They're plagued by fear of people wanting what they got. That's a big thing, So I don't know if that's a good thing. Maybe it's good for the whole world to be, everyone's a superstar. Every goddamn, the person working in the rice paddy out in Thailand, fucking superstar,
Everybody needs a TikTok video, they do. That's Everybody needs a TikTok 7-second fucking video.
That is true. You don't have to have an amazing talent to be a superstar now, but where back in the day, I think you had to be.
That was the filters, They were like, no, you're not good enough for a record deal. No, you're not good enough for a record deal. You're good enough. You sing great. You perform great. You got a vibe. You might not. I mean, Roy Orbison wasn't the best looking dude on the planet, but he fucking had a vibe,
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, shit out of that guitar, It was talent based. Remember how many times, I don't know if you guys aren't probably old enough for this, but when I was in my teens and stuff, there were music that you listened to and you envisioned what the artist looked like, but you just heard the song and fell in love with the song first.
Yeah.
And then when you saw the artist, sometimes you were shocked. You were just like, holy shit, I have no idea this person looks like this, That's
very true. That's very true. Because now a song comes with an image, you see that first. You're absolutely bang on. You blow my mind, man.
It's connecting. It's connecting. Sight, sound, taste, smell, all our senses are connected. This is part of the alien thing that's going to happen in a few thousand years, but don't worry, dude. It's so
just carry on drinking my JD.
I'm going to get a drink. Hold on a second.
Okay. I'll just carry on drinking my JD and wait for the aliens to turn up. I'm ready.
It's Christmas now, the old Merlin, like.
I'm ready.
I can't get enough of this at the moment, mate. This is it's the old Penderyn Merlin.
So one thing that we are working on that's even, I mean, I guess you guys as artists can relate to this totally. Don't you guys sit there and think when you write a new record or you're coming out with new music, how can we do something different? You know, like how can we make a video that isn't like the last video? That's the small version of that. But you can also go, how can we do like a story video, or how can we? Our manager Dario Nixad a couple years ago suggested us making a short film based off this new record, like do some kind of mini Purple Rain type of thing. So I sat down and wrote a script during COVID, and we filmed it in August, and that's going to be coming out next year with this new album that we just signed to this company called Roulette Media out of the UK. So, you know, shameless plugs here, just kind of to let people know that we tried to do something different. You know, make a 42-minute long film. I guess you would say it's a short film or half of a feature that tells a dramatic story, has some of our songs in it, has some other people's music in it. And it's, I guess, a way to try to do something different with introducing a new album.
I love that.
And the band members, I'm playing one of the characters in there. All the band members have cameo appearances. Got some great actors from Prague acting in it from the UK. Our main actor is from Scotland, Michael Abubakar, who I met playing keyboards in a band I was in a solo band back a few years back. So amazing actor. And the whole cast and crew just kicked it in the ass, man. So I can't wait for you guys to see that. The film is called Supernova, which is based off of one of the songs on the new album by the same title. And that's coming out, God, I'm thinking March, April, May, somewhere in there, before the summer.
I can't wait for that. That's amazing.
The cover is just an alien's head. No, I'm kidding.
You had me sucked in, and I was like, "Oh, wow!"
It might be. I might be after this conversation.
So was a lot of this planned? Obviously, the Dan Reed Network album was that already a plan, or was it done before COVID happened?
We started writing before COVID for sure. We recorded in January. The whole record was finished writing and recorded when COVID struck. You know?
Right.
So we were done January 30th tracking, most of tracking. We did some other stuff, you know, since then. Rob Dacre, who's in Portland, who's co-producing and engineering the whole project and wrote some of the songs on the record as well, is just doing a bang-up job. He's been working on it on and off while we're working on other projects that are helping him, or he's helping them rather, create some really good productions for their tracks. He's working with 4 or 5 different bands right now. And I think, you know, he worked with Miles Kennedy back in the day.
Oh, wow.
Walter Bridge.
Yeah, I love Miles Kennedy. Amazing.
He worked with, what's her name? Katy Perry, when she was a acoustic guitar strumming songwriter. You know, so he's been on the ground level a lot of different things. And his music alone is fantastic. Music he writes and records is insane. So
what do you think? I can't believe I'm asking this question, but the likes of Katy Perry, I've seen some videos of Katy Perry before she came the, I don't know, pop princess, I guess.
Yeah.
Like obviously she got talent, but like if you look at Alanis Morissette, there's a prime example. Alanis Morissette, who was told to do the same. You need to be this, you need to look this, you need to be more poppy, move away from the singer-songwriter thing. And then she releases that killer album that was, when we were kids, was just the biggest album there was. I mean, she stuck true. What's that, dude?
I loved that album. I was already a jaded musician when I heard that, and I loved that album.
Well, how do you feel about a musician who's got an identity as such, but then is told to act a certain way, perhaps like Katy Perry was? How do you feel like that? Do you say, okay, kudos to you, if that's the road you want to take? Because that obviously the main goal there is success, as opposed to being an artist and creating something that's your own and unique. And any thoughts?
Yeah, yeah, I would say that it's just all personal choice stuff. You know, if there's a person that I've been lately watching these videos of young, I guess they're young men. They're probably in their late 20s, making YouTube videos critiquing feminism. Right. Yeah. They're going off about feminism gone too far, which is like, there was a feminist video where the girl was asking the question, how does it feel to be the same sex as Donald Trump? You know, that was the question. And then he fires back with, how does it feel to be the same sex as, and he goes off on women that are egomaniac, narcissistic people. You know, he's like, the question is null by the premise of it.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that there's young 20-year-old men that are seeing through some of the stuff that's going on with the liberal wing of the world going a little too far once in a while.
Yeah.
Right wing with Donald Trump and, you know, Boris and the, you know, person in Brazil, leader of Brazil, all these different leaders that are Boris, or what's his name, in Russia,
Putin.
Putin. I wanted to go Putin. That kind of what do you call it? Masculinity on acid.
Yeah.
Is insane as well, right? So you have this insanity going on here, and then you have the cancel culture where if you said something wrong on Twitter 8 years ago, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know, that's not right. There's got to be balance somewhere in the middle, right? And so I've been getting a kick out of watching those folks. So to answer your question, that if you want to sell your body, your image, your whatever, you know, the OnlyFans things girls are doing where, hey, send me $10 a month, I'll show you myself naked, right? Some women are making $250,000 a month. Doing nothing but sitting on their bed taking pictures. Is that bad or good? It's good, I guess. There's people that want to give them the money, that's fine. But that doesn't mean every person should do that as a living, because the stores will be really not stocked with goods if everybody does that.
Yeah. But back in the day, when you had your record contract, did the record company try and sort of change you, or?
Well, the first instance was get rid of one of the brothers in the band.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's always image molding with wardrobe, photography. Can you do this kind of photo shoot with this photographer where you're in a sauna or in the swimming pool with your hair flowing, as opposed to what's the new record sound like? Yeah. So image making stuff, yeah. And then the videos. If a record company is going to spend $100,000 or $150,000 on making a video, you can be damn sure they're going to want a big say in how and what it looks like.
Yeah.
And we, as a club band, grateful to be out making records with Polygram. You listen to them. If you stand your ground and become a dickhead, you become, what's his name? Wishing Well.
Fuck.
He's changed his name too. But you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Came out, first interview in Rolling Stone, his first album, multi-platinum, and he came out and he said, I'm better than the Beatles, I'm bigger than Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Started talking shit and telling the label exactly how and why he wasn't willing to work together with other people.
Terence Trent D'Arby, people are saying.
That's correct.
Trent D'Arby, yes. Thank you. Yeah.
His career was, he had the second album did some noise for sure, but then his career took a nosedive from where it was and where it could have been. I mean, he could have been the next like Bob Marley, but his ego got in the way, you know?
Yeah, man.
So yeah, it's an interesting world. You know what I've been thinking about lately, you guys? If you watch recently on Netflix, there's a Ted Bundy movie, right? Like a dramatic movie made about his time. And then there's also the Bundy tapes, and you can listen to him talking and do all this stuff. Netflix is making millions of dollars off the Ted Bundy story, right?
Yeah.
My question is any of the Ted Bundy family or victims' families making money from these stories? Because they're the ones that paid the price. Ted Bundy with his madness and his eventual execution, and all of these families that lost their kids.
Yeah.
And yet Netflix is making millions of dollars off of showing that story. What about Narcos with the drug dealers and the Mexican cartel? Are those guys, they're all in jail or dead while we're like dramatizing and making movies about their stuff without their audacity or courage or foolhardiness to be able to do this kind of living. No one will be able to make these compelling stories.
Yeah. Especially something as bad and as like the Bundy story, like those families trying to get their head around what happened and then just regurgitating and reliving that shit constantly. Like, a moral obligation not to fucking make it.
That's the other option: is don't do it. Don't make any money. Let that story die. Let him disappear.
Yeah.
But instead, we like throw it up on the wall and go, "Hey, look at how shitty people can be," and make a lot of money and not give any of it to the victims.
Yeah.
That's stuff.
That is fucked up.
I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but I did.
It's probably the vodka, is it?
I hope not. Maybe. Who knows? How about sober or straight? Not sober.
So mate, Dan, I thoroughly enjoyed tonight, buddy. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's been a joy. Thank you for having me.
Before you do go, there's somebody in the chat room by you, a lovely lady, Helen Cullymore, and it's her birthday. She is a massive fan of yours, mate. Is there any chance you could wish her happy birthday?
Her name's Helene, or how do you pronounce
Helen?
Yep.
Helen Cullymore.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Helen. Happy birthday to you. Helen.
Happy birthday,
you can thank
Helen.
us later, Helen. You can thank us later.
Absolutely stunning.
Had a great time chatting with you guys, man. I'm really maybe someday we'll share a stage together. That would be a kick in the ass.
We would love that. Honestly, we'd love that. And next time you come to Wales as well, it'd be nice to take you, like you've been to a few spots. It'd be nice to take you up around the mountains, show you where we live. I'm sure you'll fall in love with it as well. There's loads of lakes, beautiful spots, a lot of things about the miners, just a lot of history in Wales, beautiful beaches as well. So yeah, it'd be cool.
In Wales, that would be lovely.
Yeah. Come and hang out. We'll have a couple of drinks and show you where we're from, man.
That sounds great, you guys.
But thanks for spending time with us, Dan. And everybody who's watching this, Dan's album is out now, Liftoff. Please go and check it out. And we'll definitely see you soon, hopefully, Dan. Even if we get over to Prague first, we'll be definitely hitting you up.
You're always welcome. If you make it over here, we'll have dinner at the house, man. Great to see you.
Man,
Dan,
thank you very
so
much.
bud.
Cheers.
Take care, brother.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Have a good holiday, you guys.
Merry
too,
Christmas, Dan.
You
bet.
too.
Peace.
Oh man, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
What a guy. What a guy.
Wow. Incredible, mate. Let's bring in the other boys. Let's bring in Dave, Shayna, and Lloyd. Hey, do you enjoy that, boys?
That guy is just so soothing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I can kind of relate to a lot of what he said.
Yeah, I was the same. I resonated with a lot of his stories, and I found kind of like really tranquil is the best way. You know what I mean? I could sit there for hours, and there was yet again, there's so much you want to ask him, but I think we're looking forward to kind of meeting Dan in the normal world, or whatever normal is these days, and kind of asking him more and more, like, you know. And I definitely love to share a stage with him, boys. That'd be amazing.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. And I'd like to take him up a bulk for an ice cream.
Yeah. But not listening to him then, and how cultural he is, and that there's just so many places around you, and so much that obviously I'd like to tell him as well off air. That we know the score when you're in a band. There's so much you can say on you, and then there's so much you can say off. But there's so many stories of where we live that I think Dan would kind of zone in on that. He would love it. You know?
Definitely.
So, especially growing up around you, there's so much more to tell him. Yeah, we're gonna have to make that happen. We definitely gotta make that happen.
I honestly, can you imagine where the conversation would go after a few drinks round the table?
Yeah.
Honest to God, you'd be in a wormhole of just like, how the hell did we get here? You know?
Yeah.
I'd be fucking all over that.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
I got a pen. Sign me up.
Yeah. Right. How are you doing, Dave? You all right?
Yeah, good man. Put the decorations up today, better late than never. So we put them up today. So we're gonna leave it overnight and see if the kittens fucking destroy it.
I was
And
going
if
to say, banging, Dave.
if they don't, we'll dress the fucker. So
Yeah. Shiner, how are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good. We've had a busy day today, haven't we? So I'm flagging a bit
Yeah,
today.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah, but apart from that, all good.
Awesome. Lloyd?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm good. I'm good, man. Thanks. Yeah. I was had a bit of a rough week, but yeah, I'm good now. I'm good.
tidy's
Yeah.
Good,
So
man.
I don't think I've ever watched so many films in my entire life the last week. Tell you what, I did watch a funny film, mind. Hear no evil, speak no evil, is it?
yeah.
With Gene Wilder. Oh fuck, man.
Richard Pryor as well, is it? Or-
It's the fucking blind guy, right? When he goes, and that woman goes, "Any last requests?" I suppose a fuck's out of the question.
yeah, man, that's fucking brilliant.
I can't believe I've never seen it before.
Oh,
Haven't you?
it's amazing. I
It's
love it.
incredible.
Yeah, classic 80s.
Just genius, just absolute genius.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then I watched straight, when it comes up on Netflix, films also like this. So like I noticed they put like that old film Stripes. You seen that with Bill Murray, John Candy? That's back on there. I remember watching it years ago. Oh, what a film!
Yeah.
I fucking love Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, man, those fucking actors, those
Harold Ramis. What a lineup, man!
Yeah.
Just so sarcastic. It's great.
Yeah.
I try and work on him if it's like with those actors, if it's like nostalgic or it is another level up. Like, do you know what I mean? I think it's like a mixture of the two. I think.
I genuinely think those actors they did not realize how genius they are.
Yeah.
Especially Bill Murray, man.
Oh yeah, man.
He is just fucking incredible. I love him. I was looking on YouTube. They're like apparently like if you search up on YouTube, he
In the fucking box.
like he'd be walking around New York, just like even now, just partying, just going to clubs.
Oh, he's had his issues, isn't he?
And then on his way home, like you'll see like a bunch of students having a house party, and he'll just rock up and go, "Yeah, how's it going?" It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
and I think this is one thing he did. He went into a restaurant, and somebody's got their fork, and as he got out of a chip, he picked the chip off the fork and went, "No one's ever going to believe you."
Yeah. Yeah.
Just genius.
Yeah, man.
Dave, did you give it to the comments about the Christmas decorations by putting that up? You did.
That's the best I can do at the minute.
Yeah, there's been a couple of comments.
I can't really put a lot of them up because the kittens will just fucking destroy him. So I got to be really selective.
Dave, I just refuse.
No, I don't mind a bit of Christmas. Yeah, like, as long as there's booze involved at the same time. But
You close the door, Dave. You could do up your room a bit.
yeah, but I'd have to take it all fucking back down every time I open the door, wouldn't I?
I love that, Shane Sutherland. Could fucking do up your room a bit, couldn't you?
Well, unless your cats are really intelligent, I can't see him opening doors like. So
Oh, yeah, easy.
Is it?
Yeah. They can flush a toilet. They can drive cars.
Well, they teach you a thing or two, then.
Probably fucking would.
They clean the hob.
That'd be nice.
I love that laugh.
Before Emma Ashcroft, they're not arseholes. They're fucking cool as fuck. They're a pain in the ass, but so am I, so it's fine. But they're cool as fuck.
Cool as fuck.
What are we on about now, Dave?
Call my cats twats. You got a fucking problem. I'm gonna
Gary and Vince, man.
Before
Gazza and Vinny.
Before we move on, have you got some shout outs and birthdays, Shano?
Yes, we got a few actually. So we do birthdays first. Harry James, drummer extraordinaire. It was his birthday yesterday. Drummer of Thunder. Happy birthday, Harry. Hope you had a good one, bud. Tracy Bailey got in touch. Please, can you wish my daughter, Tiggy, a happy birthday? She's 18 today. Happy birthday, Tiggy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Emma Ashcroft, can I please get a shout out, a birthday message from my brother, Mike Ashcroft? It's his birthday today. As you know, this has been a very tough year for us, losing our brother, Adrian. It's usually one big merry birthday in our family at this time of year, as Mike, Aid, and our mum all have birthdays within days of each other. This year's been tough, but I know as a family we'll pull through together and remember all the good times. So happy birthday to my brother, Mike. And as Aid would have put it, happy Tuesday, but that's lovely, that is.
Lovely.
Happy birthday, Mike. Hope you have a good one, bud. And Emma, by all accounts, has bought him a new CrowCast mug. Well done, Emma.
Well done, Em.
Happy birthday, Mike. Andy, please could you give a happy birthday shout out to my fiancée, Karen Stewart. It was her birthday yesterday. She's a massive fan and hasn't missed a CrowCast yet. We just had our Christmas merch delivered, and I think she was more excited about the Christmas card from you guys than the hat and the jumper. Keep up the great work. Happy birthday, Karen.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Helen Cullimore.
Hey.
Well done, El. Well done.
Happy birthday, Hal.
She's 25 plus 25.
Plus the other 25.
I didn't say.
Oh,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that, Ellen.
I didn't say
I
that.
didn't say that. It was him. It was him.
Hurt me, Helen.
It was him. It was the cat man.
Love it.
And last but certainly not least, a massive birthday shout out to Margaret Wood, aka Mags, aka Lloyd's mum. It was her birthday on Saturday, just gone. Happy birthday, Mags.
Happy 60th, Mum. -1, 59.
Oof, you went there. We've got a
Cheers, man.
Yeah, cheers.
Charles.
And it's not a birthday shout out, but it's a shout out nonetheless. Kieran Evans got in touch. Hi guys, just wondering if you could give my little guy Thomas Evans a shout out tonight, as he's so excited and there is no school tomorrow, so we can stay up and watch CrowCast. He loves those damn crows, and his favorite song is Set in Stone. Happy
What's
birthday,
up, Thomas?
Well done, Tom.
Happy birthday.
Rock on, Tommy.
Keep the swearing down. Keep the swearing down.
There we go. That's all the shout out.
All right, headmaster.
All right. Yeah, there he is. Here he is, boy.
Ooh, spit out the tune, eh?
I'll fucking do, but fuck it.
You just said keep the swearing down.
He just said 5 minutes.
On memory, man.
Oh, fucking Rain Man, but there.
Spaceman.
As you were, Shane.
As you were.
You finished?
I'm not 60 yet.
Tell me the lyric. Give me the lyric. What's the next lyric? It's lyric time. Tell me the lyric. Give me the lyric. What's the next lyric? It's lyric time. What's the next line? What's the next line? What's the next line? Hey, I just realized that's in a different key because we turned it down the other day.
So that's half a step lower, is it?
Yeah, it should have been.
That's in drop D.
See if anyone. Yeah. I didn't know.
Practice, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Half a
Anyway.
step down.
So the lyric this week, I'm trying to remember now. Ronnie, what's the prize? Oh, it's not. That's too late down there. One over my shoulder.
Yeah, my friend. This is just whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
On it.
Whatever you want on the website.
With a cap on it. With a cap.
We got caps as well. So the lyric is, all hell breaks loose. All hell breaks loose. What's the next line? Go.
And while we're waiting for the winner of that, this is a perfect chance for Dave to start telling everybody about this week's Crow Radio. Radio, DJ.
Disco.
What is our playlist this week, buddy?
Crow Radio playlist, as always, topical songs about the week previously been. So, beginning with Rainbow Child from Dan Reed.
Yes.
Of course.
Cracking
Life on Mars.
Bowie. We've put that in there because there's, like I said, there's been a lot of talk about aliens and spheres turning up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So sorry to interfere, but just to let everybody know, you know, it's all about the news and what's going on, and we are getting invaded.
Yeah. Bowie is welcome on any playlist of mine. I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Sorry. Renegades of Funk, Rage Against the Machine, which is an awesome tune. Infected, Bad Religion. That was my choice. The Final Countdown. Shut up. I'm talking.
I could have put a fiver on
That was me, that was.
I'm going to do a highlight reel of his last 3 weeks of going, that was my choice.
Yeah, that was me. Europe, Final Countdown. Don't Fear the Reaper by the Blue Oyster Cult. Aliens Exist, Blink 182, or Blink 182, whatever you want to say. The Times They Are A-Changing by Bob Dylan. Damn That River, Alice in Chains. I fucking love that song.
Good time.
Come Together, The Beatles. I fucking love that song. If You Leave Me Now, Chicago. See if you can figure out what the meanings of these songs are in relation to If You Leave Me Now, Europe. Leaving Europe.
If you just told them.
Shut the fuck up. Come on, Grouse. I know where you live.
Fill you in.
So you tell them.
Fill you in, Shane.
Tell them, then you go,
Fucking fill you in, but fuck, I.
what I want you to do is tell me, what are they about? Even though I've just told you, let's pretend I haven't told you. What are they about?
Road to Nowhere, Talking Heads, On a Rope, Rocket from the Crypt, and Leaving on a Jet Plane by John Denver. Now, I should have put that in Me First to Give Me version in there, but I think we'll keep it tradition. So,
Yeah, you should have. I mean, let's cover a couple of them.
so variation again, guys. Congratulations. Good
Yes.
day.
I mean, there's a couple of stories implanted in there. Obviously, I think we read somewhere this week that, or I think I seen it on the news, but beavers are back. Beavers are back building, which is good. So there we go. That's what she said. So beavers are back. Beavers are back in fashion. Do you want to talk about some of the others as well, Dave?
Yes. Yeah, topical wise.
Yes.
Fucking lost it now, and I, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
No, I can't talk about it anymore.
Rocket from a Crypt on a rope. Can we guess what that's about?
No.
Saturday night, Anthony Joshua had a bit of a fight, didn't he?
Aye.
So there we go.
A bit of a fight, like.
It makes sense to the playlist then. You know what I mean? It's what happened this week on a rope, Rocket from the Crypt. Not only is it a tune, you can't say it's a tune after every song. It's about Anthony Joshua had a fight on Saturday night. He's all right. He hasn't been arrested. He had a kebab. He's fine.
Oh, I think I missed the song out.
Oh, what was it?
Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas. Did I miss that one out of the list?
Why is that?
All right, come on now. Think about this,
Let's
Dave.
see why that one's got in there. Why has that got on Crow Radio this week? Carry On. Wayward
Sons. Because Wayward Sons really so they were going on tour?
No.
Negative.
Who sadly passed away this week?
Barbara Windsor sadly passed away this week. So carry on.
What was she in?
You get it now.
You thick fuck.
Gosh, eh?
But now, yeah, so that's basically Crow Radio. What's happened this week? Carry On. Obviously, a tip of the hat to old Barbara. EastEnders. Any of you a fan of the old Carry On films? Or
I love them.
Yeah.
How much is that? £1.
Yeah, I absolutely love them. I absolutely love. I love.
I love at Christmas time when they're on.
Shane fucking laughing with it.
But at the end of the day, I mean, this
I'm
place
struggling to keep the segment going, Shane. It's like, fucking hell.
the end of the day, folks, this playlist, it don't fucking matter what it's about. Some good fucking tunes. Go listen to it. Have fun.
There we are. I mean, our manager came up with the concept of, wouldn't it be good to pick some tunes relevant to what's going on a week? But hey, doesn't fucking matter about that.
It's a tune. It's a fucking tune.
If you're listening, Dave has said it doesn't fucking matter. They're just fucking tunes.
It's just tunes. They're just fucking chuck them on when you're driving, chuck them on when you're doing the dishes, chuck them on when you're hoovering.
Yeah.
Chuck them on when you're taking a shit. Just enjoy the tunes.
Exactly. Exactly. All about the tunes.
Yep.
And that was Crow Radio. Have we got a winner, Shane?
Dumbfounded.
No, that's Deacon Blue, that was.
He's telling me we got a winner. He's just literally sunk the segment like the Titanic. I was fishing for time. I was making topical conversation, but no, Dave just went, fuck it. Move on.
I'm bored now, fuck it.
And let's just sit here in silence until we're ready, shall we?
And action.
Can't beat a bit of dead ache now. Can't beat a bit of dead ache.
A bit of awkwardness.
Yeah. No, you've set me up now, see, Dave. I had a load to talk about there.
How about the weather?
There. Waiting for Greeno to come in and go, and we got a winner!
And we got a winner! The lyric was from one of our songs, Devil in My Pocket. All hell breaks loose. The following line was, let the fun begin. And the first one who answered correctly is D. Brogan. Congratulations, D. Get in touch. Let us know what you want, what size, and your address, and we'll get it out to you.
Yeah, we got it in the end,
Christmas.
didn't we?
Hopefully.
Yeah, and by the looks of things, Dave's up for fucking sale this week.
Yes, he is. Shifting gears.
Mystery box, mystery box. What's inside the mystery box? Mystery box, mystery box. What's inside the mystery box?
Mystery box. Mystery box. Was anyone else sing that?
I wanted to do this.
So, for anyone who's just tuned in and thought they've taken an acid tab or something, this is a lovely segment that we like to call Mystery Box, which the beautiful Crow family send us in gifts. We open them up live on air, so we have no idea what we're opening. And it's just a really nice feature. We've had such things as nice bottles of Merlin and red wine and cheese saviors. Yeah. So this week's mystery box comes off a lovely lady called Mickey Cooper. Now I think to start this off, I need to go first. I think I need to not open my box, but I think I need to play something which the boys haven't seen. So this is all new. Mickey sent me this video to play. I hope I'm doing this the right way round.
Is this suitable for children?
I
don't know, Dave. That's the whole thing.
Nothing about what you just said in the last 8 minutes was suitable for children. So what are you even talking about?
All day, Ben. All day we have to put up on that. That's all day.
I can see Shane swinging back in his chair and you're just going like this.
I genuinely feel like doing this thing.
So we spent the day together. They're like, fucking hell.
It's okay. I'm gonna play this little video. I think I go first, and then have you got something then Shane, to read out? Then is there, or have I got that wrong? Or okay, right. Let's play this video. Are we ready, boys? Mystery box.
Yes.
The 12 days of Crowmas.
On the 12 days of Crowmas, but true love give to that. Already, I'll get the tune in your head.
I got it. Get the tune in your head. Go. On the 12th day of Crowmas, my crow will gave to me 12 Ronnie's driving. Fucking look at that photo.
Yeah.
11 dudes head back. I haven't been able to do it in a while.
Fans are rocking.
Hey,
Rock.
drinking.
You see,
7 cool shoes playing.
Cool tunes, innit? They're all cool tunes. 6 rock fans screaming. Few div.
5 damn crows.
Nice harmonies there.
4 quarts of Jack.
I can hear something pouring in the back.
Ask myself.
3 don't give a damns. Good merch. Good merch. BigCartel.com.
2 days. Big ending. Big finish.
Big ending.
And
Yes.
prime minute.
It's all, folks.
Yay! Well done, Mickey.
Got that one right. Well done.
I love that. That's Mickey Cooper. So I can't take no credit for that, guys. I didn't come up with that. That was Mickey Cooper. Sent the video in along with our mystery box. So who goes first? What's going on, Greeno?
Mickey's put a comment on the side that says play video, then all open prezzies together.
Together. Hang on now, Mickey. No. David goes last.
What?
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Mickey, no, Mickey, come on now. Just tell me you're on that fucking bandwagon with these bores.
You are.
He's off.
Oh, let's Dave go last. Oh, this is so exciting.
Which one do we open first?
Well, it says on this one of mine.
The
It
little
says,
box in it.
Lloyd, open me first. So
It says on mine, tell Lloyd to shut the fuck up.
Okay, so yeah, I've got a box by here of Mickey Cooper, and it says, Ronnie, open this first.
it says on
Let's open them together. Let's open them together.
Okay.
Beautifully wrapped.
and go.
And
Action. And it's another Brussels sprout.
Oh, very cool.
ooh, a white one.
I got some sweeties,
Oh, nice.
truffles.
Yes.
Hang on, I'm still in the fucking paper.
They look fucking incredible.
Yeah, that looks insane. I think I'm gonna have to try one of them now.
Like truffle sort of things, yeah.
Homemade real rum truffles.
Oh wow.
Ice and sugar, egg yolk, cream, dark chocolate, and more than a splash of rum with a huge amount of crow love.
Wow.
Don't say on mine.
Mine says approach with caution on it. Yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah, that's
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mickey.
so they homemade. Incredible.
And then I have a note. I don't know what yours says, boys. I have I can hear Ronnie singing this mystery box. Is it alcohol or food? What's in the box? Don't eat and drive. What a good thing to do. Homemade goodies just for you. Oh, look at that. So I can, and my parcel says, I can hear Dave getting excited.
Yeah.
I got that one as well.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Probably the promise. What's in the box? A memory for you. Fill and empty.
Open it. Good TV, innit?
This paper's made of titanium.
There's something there.
Shino.
What the fuck?
Emma Ashcroft, let Dave go first. John Farmer, Dave goes last.
Back off, John.
And Walter, oh, Dave has to wait. I agree, Anne.
What?
What do you think you're doing, Dave?
Look at this. It's an embroidered t-shirt with my name on it.
Oh, very cool.
That's amazing.
I have the 12 Days of Christmas, Crowsmas.
No.
I did have a note. I
Oh.
fucking ripped it.
Thank you, Mickey.
Oh, that's class. That's class. Thank you.
Hey,
It's amazing.
T-shirt with Shine Minister, Dave's Facts, Crow Family, Crow World, CrowCast, Rock Family, and always those damn crows. I love that.
That's class. Thank you.
Oh, what?
Now I got to keep that away from the animals because they will fucking destroy that. That's amazing. There's more. There's so much stuff.
Oh my God. I got my name on it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, Mickey, thank you so much. A Welsh dragon. Yeah.
Ooh,
Hey.
a bottle of Glenfiddich. Very nice. Very nice. We like. Very nice.
I'm going to name him Denver. Denver the what is he, a dragon?
He's a fucking dragon, Jane.
Yeah. Denver the dragon.
Dinosaur.
Yeah.
We got one on our flag.
I don't look at that much, but
This bottle of Glenfiddich as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
absolutely fantastic.
Oh man. Fucking, I tell you what, mate, you put my family to shame, you lot are. You're my real family. Fuck you, Dad.
Thank you so much, Mickey. I appreciate that. Yeah, I can imagine Dave on Christmas Day. Is that all I fucking got?
It's fucking shit.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Amazing.
goes in the corner.
On the drink corner.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you, Mickey. That was Mickey Cooper, and that was Mystery Box.
Fuck, that was a hell of a box. That was. I love that.
Thank you so much.
I get a key. Oh, hi, full screen.
Still carrying my message.
Well, thank you, Mickey, for the keys to the Ferrari in my last little package.
Bastard.
What keys to the Ferrari?
Yeah, bottle of Glenfiddich.
What?
Drink that because Nick's a car.
Exactly. Okay, any car you want, boys. You fucking US, take it.
US, man.
Very
Sorry,
thoughtful.
officer.
Oh, there we go. Mickey's watching, guys. Enjoy, lads. Thank you, Mickey.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I hope I did. I hope I got the video right, and I hope we opened them in the right order. I think Dave was still last, actually. I think so.
Yeah.
It's a lot
well,
Yeah, thank you, Mickey. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Chase the rum now. Just banging.
yeah. Oh, definitely. Dave's on the piss while eating.
Well, we're on it. Segue substantial meals, Seashine.
Yes. He's, he's abided by the law.
He's on the piss. He's on the piss when he did.
Invited two of my favourite things. Food and booze.
Yeah.
So, what's going on with Shine Minister this week?
Well, I tell you what, but not a lot's really happened. They still arguing about who's Fisher's who in, Brexit. And then, first of all, it's like, we're going to leave with no deal. And then I think it was this morning on the radio I heard, They sorting something out now. Well, they're not being fucking funny. You've had 4 fucking years. It's like, you know, and then, I tell you what, I was telling the boys earlier. Tell you what I did here on the radio this morning. To do with COVID, this is. There's a bloke in Scotland, the west coast of Scotland. He hadn't seen his missus, who lived on the Isle of Man since February.
I heard this on the radio.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? So he decided, right, saw this, I want to go and see her. So, you know, gets on a jet ski in the west of Scotland, right? Jet skis to the Isle of Man. That took him 4.5 hours.
No way.
And as he docked, wherever he docked in the Isle of Man, they fucking arrested him and put him in jail.
No way. Is that true?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I heard on radio too.
Did they arrest him for nicking a jet ski or for traveling elsewhere?
No, I think it was that, Dave. I think they arrested him for, you know, breaking COVID laws.
Surprised he got there in one fucking piece, man. That must have been a brutal trip.
That's one determined motherfucker.
It's romantic, though. I said this to you earlier, Shiner, when you told me. It's a bit romantic, isn't it, when you think about it? Like, you know.
It's a bit fucking mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was on radio too. I heard that it was Jeremy Vine, and he went, well, you know, and the bit that tickled me, he went, no, that's a journey that normally takes you 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Did he make it, though? That's blown my mind, is that he made it in one piece.
Yeah. It's like, you know.
But his arms are fucking killing like that. It reminds me of that Only Fools and Horses fucking episode. Miami Twice when they try and kill him off by putting him on a jet ski.
He comes back fucking super tanned, doesn't he?
Goes, oh, you're still here? No, I know, Rico, but it was bloody close.
It's like,
Whoa, calm down now, Charlie.
Yeah. So of course, I was driving to meet the boys earlier, and I was like, am I hearing this right? It's like, but yeah, what else have happened in the world? To be frank, I don't really care what else have happened.
Yeah, to be honest, that's the best Shine Minister segment so far, because I haven't heard that story, so that's amazing.
I'm so glad you brought it up, actually, Shine.
I was like, you know, what's the saying? Desperate times calls for desperate measures. So
Exactly, yeah.
Grab a jet ski and off you go.
Yeah. You know, go see your missus, you know.
Brilliant. And that was hashtag Shine Minister. Shine Minister. That's what Mickey didn't say was she's put like numbing agent or something in the truffles now. We'll start doing this now.
I'm gob dripping down our mouth.
Yeah, hashtag Shine Minister. Thank you very much. Sorry, I don't know where I'm going with it now. What do we have by you, Shane?
A calendar from our best buddies, Steelhouse. She's a beauty. But you know what's hilarious? Let me tell you what's hilarious. Look at the cover of that, Ron. Go back to the cover. Look at our photo. Where's my head?
Yeah.
Steelhouse Festival has covered my head. Unbelievable.
Yeah, boy. We are February, and it is signed.
Yep. So that's up for grabs on Crow Wheel tonight. But you can get your Steelhouse poster. Head on over to Steelhouse. Their website. Those are still available to buy before Christmas. So go and get one because they're bloody great.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah,
A signed version by us in February.
Yes, there it is. All nice and unsigned. Oh,
Winner is
David Winchurch.
Savina is.
Well done.
Well, Mick.
Mick.
Well done, Mick.
What, Mick?
Bloody beautiful, Mick.
Mick has won a Steelhouse Festival 2021 calendar. Signed by us as well. February. We are your February.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we are your last month of winter.
Hey Dave, guess what's next? Guess what's next, Dave?
According to my notes, it's nothing to do with me. Sorry.
Nothing to do with you. Do you know why? Because we've got two.
Mystery box, mystery box. What's inside the mystery box? Mystery box, mystery box. What's inside the mystery box?
Banging. This is the first ever
Two.
two box.
Go.
Double
Unbelievable.
box.
The generosity is unbelievable from the Crow family. So this box was massive, and I couldn't get it up the stairs, so I had to open the box. But there's inside the box, there's Christmas bags for us all.
Ooh, look at them. Oh,
Mystery
look at them. Mystery box bag.
Mystery bag.
Oh, that's fucking Rudolph, man. He's there, boy.
It was Red Nose.
And these are off the wonderful Natalie Newton-John.
Oh.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Natalie.
Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you, Natalie.
So the question is, who's first?
Well, it's not Dave, is it?
What's Shiner first?
Go on then. Go Shiner first then. See if I give a fuck.
Look at him. He's throwing his toys out the pram already.
Oh,
Here we go, bud.
Ooh, bloody hell. Oh, we got a lovely bit of we got a red, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
look
my
at
favourite.
that.
Nice
Yeah,
proper red.
That shine. Kablam.
The devil. No, that's white, isn't it?
Oh, I love white.
Sauvignon Blanc.
Sauvignon Blanc is white. Yeah.
That's a white. White
Is that
shine.
good wine, boys? Is that good wine?
That's a very good
Sauvignon
wine.
Blanc. Yeah, lovely, but
Dave, lovely man.
Oh, mini cheddar, Shiner boy.
See, now he's talking.
very nice.
Mini cheddar.
Mini cheddar.
I can see where this is going.
These are nacho cheese and jalapeno.
Oh, yes.
Lovely.
Oh.
Nacho cheese.
That is nacho cheese, man.
This feels wrong opening your presents, by the way.
Yeah, that's right, bud. Come around Christmas Day as well, if you want.
Have a taste of them, man.
Oh, we good. I see Cadbury's, we good. No dairy
Yes.
milk. Oh.
The Freddos.
Freddos, yeah.
Yeah, man.
They will be gone by midday Thursday.
Oh, it's Christmas. Christmas is not Christmas without.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
it's not Terry's, it's mine.
So
What's this then, Shane?
Oh, aye.
Oh, no. Is that the dark juice?
Another bottle of red to give to me.
Ho, 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 ho.
Ooh. Yeah.
yes.
Look
Is it
at
black?
that.
Is it
The
black?
black
then?
pepper.
Isn't it?
Jesus Christ.
That's
I
a
don't wanna-
lethal.
I don't want another display of what you were like last time.
It's 5 vodka.
Wow.
Okay.
Good shit, that is.
Reckon 5 vodka.
Okay, that might be gone by midday Thursday as well.
That's some good
And-
shit, that is.
Probably the best thing in the bag. It's a party
Shane's
pop.
hand.
Oh, look at that. Keeper.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you fucking pull my parking popper button, you're fucking having it, but
There's a card there, Shane. I'll leave that. So
Okay.
leave
He's
it.
going to
thank-
fill you in,
yeah.
Shane.
we
Yeah.
are.
Thank you very much, Natalie.
What a
John Farmer has spoken, Shane.
Sorry, baby. What?
John Farmer has spoken.
Yeah, but he's wrong, isn't he?
John Farmer, you want to fucking watch your mouth, mate.
Fucking hell! Fucking hell.
D Brogan has said which Terry's would bring out vegan chocolate orange.
Don't they have like a dark chocolate orange? Maybe would that be
Who's next, boys?
me?
Go on. Go, do Ronnie. Do Ronnie next. Or yourself, but either one.
Either one, but
I'll go
on.
last for one. Just in front of Dave. Like.
This joke is getting old.
As for you,
Careful with that joke, Lloyd. It's an antique.
you devil.
Tell you what, these wines are good, aren't they? Where'd you get these from, man? Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Whose is
Final
this now?
countdown. This is yours.
Oh, Jesus Christ, look at that.
It's a red wine. The final
Yes.
countdown.
But weirdly enough, I chose the final countdown for our
My
playlist. This
favourite
week.
as well. I love a red wine. Thank you very much, Natalie. Lee Evans. There's Dave on the side there.
he's offering everyone out tonight.
John Farmer. Ah, look at that. Some cheddars, boy.
It looks like you got the same. So should I just go straight for the bottle?
Yes, thank you very much.
Oh, I know that shape.
No, I'd be.
Oh, come on.
I got the right bag, have I? I know that shape. Oh, that's a good ad, isn't it? That's what she said.
Oh, look at that. Christmas special next week as well, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's the Crow's Christmas special.
Bollocks.
And it's our staff do as well, isn't it?
That's staff too.
Right.
Yeah.
It's our online
Christmas
COVID.
food.
Yeah.
I'll be amazed that's still there tomorrow, but to be quite honest.
Hey, green balls. I'm seeing you tomorrow anyway. I am now.
This is mine.
Oh,
Look
look
at
at
the red. These bottles of wine are nice, aren't they?
Yeah, I love the labels as well.
Does it say born to be wild? Yeah. Nice.
Born to be wild.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Wines and roses. That's what makes them. Wines and roses.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh.
yes.
Look at that. Sam.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Is it the apple one, but
It's the
honey.
honey.
oh, the honey one.
Mm, nice.
staff do next week.
I think we're all going to be fucked on this staff do next week.
Yeah,
That's the idea of a staff too, mate.
that's the idea.
The question is, how many toys have I got for my animals in this mystery box?
Yeah, we got loads of shenanigans planned for next week. I hope, haven't we, Dave?
Well, getting pissed. Yeah, that's one at least. Forget the script.
Oh, it's a good one as well. Look at that.
Look at that. What does that say, dude?
Highway to Hell.
Is this,
Oh,
is this to me
wow.
or is this for Dave?
Lloyd.
Thank you very much. Thank
Oh,
you.
you can't see that, can you, boys?
Yeah, I can't.
Oh,
When I do this,
yeah. What we should do is that. There we go.
there you are.
Ah, that's better.
Just
Tidy.
sign that bottle, boys. It's massive.
That's an awesome bottle.
That's awesome.
And you've got the usual cheddars, Freddos.
Yes. Get it in new Lloyd.
What's
Right,
this?
say?
now for the grand unveiling, Davo. Go on. What is it? What is it?
I hope it's a fucking bottle of shit.
I don't think this stuff is going to reach you, to be honest. Oh, look at this.
Oh, fuck, guy. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
they'll bring the fire.
You're trying to say something here, not being you. Highway to Hell, fire. Fuck yeah. Thank you so much.
Natalie, thank you so much for all the presents. It's amazing.
And that's it, didn't it?
Thank you, Natalie. That's incredible. We're so
Thank
lucky.
you.
Fucking
Oh,
box.
We are.
lucky.
Give me the full camera. Give me the full camera. No, me.
Cheers. Go back, Ron. Go back.
No. Open the fucking box. Open the fucking box. All right, Shane, how's it going?
Let's go in my balls.
Straight my basket. Get your fucking hands off my fucking
Oh,
box.
this is yours, bud.
Ooh, what have I got? Light my fire. Yes.
Come on, baby, light my
No one
fire.
said he was like Dave Morrison.
Dave Morrison. That's fucking amazing. I love her.
What the hell was that?
Again,
Jim
Steve's got
Morrison
extras
is
here.
Oh, Dave's got extras.
Yes.
Which
See,
I'm
David,
for his
it
pets.
pays to go last, Dave. You always get free for more stuff.
You have to buy me some dogs and stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, she likes those.
Oh.
Yeah. She does like
He
those.
likes those.
She does. She does. She likes the old wags, like.
Oh, it's another familiar
Very
shape.
nice, very nice.
Oh my god. Boys, I got a full house here. You ain't having these. You ain't having all these.
Is that an apple?
No, it's the apple one.
Oh,
I've never tried the apple, so I'm happy about
Yeah, you're not going to. I can stay over here.
that.
He's fucking staying on all night tonight, ain't we, Greeno?
Boys, say thank you to Natalie. What a wonderful woman. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much, Mickey, as well. Absolutely
Honestly,
awesome.
so generous. So generous.
Very, very generous. They will go down a treat next week when we do the Christmas special.
We will go tonight.
Yeah, I was thinking then, they will go tonight when me and Shane drink later. No, they won't. They won't. They will go down a treat next week. Thank you so much, everyone. That was Mystery Box, and this is
You'll know this old world is a great world after all. Smile, smile, yes, smile.
It's time for Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max.
What the fuck the hell was that? You be fucking busy.
I have been busy today. I have.
Fucking hell.
Uh,
You know what I was going to say as well. Following that, I was like, I'm going to work on a theme tune, like a vocal one as well, like, you know, so you can fucking bin the lot of that. Right. So keeping it Christmassy, very interesting Christmassy facts. I've got loads of them. So, before turkey, the traditional Christmas meal was a pig's head with mustard.
That sounds plausible, David.
Fucking hanging.
a pig's head
With mustard.
What kind of mustard, Dave? Does it specify?
Oh, it'd be English, obviously.
Would it?
Oh, French. It sounds very French to me, that does.
Yeah.
I'm quite
No.
partial to a bit of French mustard.
Dijon mustard, like.
Yeah, Dijon. Might be Dijon, yeah, maybe.
Although English mustard goes better with ham, doesn't it? Like pork.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coleman's, isn't it?
I haven't had that with like steak. I normally have like a bit of French mustard.
Fucking pig's head, though. What the fuck?
Well, you don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah,
son.
don't fucking
Really.
knock it. Let me try it.
It'd be like bacon, I'd imagine.
You know, they reckon there's good nutrition in your old, you know, in the kidneys and the hearts and all of that, like, you know, in the livers. Less fat on them, see, innit? Get that apple down, you Greeno, I can see it. Get the
Yeah,
apple.
fucking hands off my fucking drink, but
All the family.
He is getting abusive, isn't he?
All the family come round. I gotta greet them, haven't I?
Yeah.
Hi, that's just like hello.
Yeah. Mark Calimo, can you get a vegan pig head? There we are, Dave. Is one for you. Can you do that?
you can get a nut head, which is basically my head.
You.
Yeah.
When did you turn into a net bar?
Pig cheek is some of the best meat on a pig. I will try that, Oliver. I don't think I've tried pig cheeks, but I will definitely try that. I'm game for that.
Yeah, I went out for a meal the other day, and the starter was pig cheek.
Was it nice? Oh, actually, I have, dude. I've had pig cheeks. Yes, it was lovely. And I think I had him with like a crackling. It was almost like a batter to him. Is that what you had, or?
No.
Yeah, I think there was like a little bit of a batter, almost like a crackling, like, you know. Pig cheeks.
I got another one if you want another one while I'm here.
Yeah, go on.
You want to give us another one, dear?
Go on in. In 1647, Christmas was banned for 20 years. Fucking banned by Oliver Cromwell, no less.
Well, the way things are going, Dave is going to be banned in 2020 now. So,
Can you imagine that, Ron? No Christmas for 20 years.
Just wouldn't happen in my world, son. I'd be part of the revolution. I would.
Yeah.
I'd be there with my army of fucking elves. We'd we take down whoever. Like, do you know what I mean?
What are you doing, Ron?
What?
Look, you got a kiss.
I got a mouse by you, dude, that I'm kind of controlling the whole thing. I know.
Of course he has.
I'd love to sit there looking pretty, but I gotta press loads of fucking buttons and constantly move. I feel like the guy off Chi Bang Bang by you.
Right, one last fact.
Are you starting the lawnmower?
One last fact, right? Shh. One last fact. Stop Christmas. The very first bomb that the Allies dropped on Berlin in World War II hit an elephant.
What?
Poor elephant.
Look how chuffed he was saying that.
Poor elephant. Just fucking hit an elephant. Like, what the fuck? Poor fucker.
so did it? I don't know. Are you missing it? Did it land at the zoo or something?
No, he landed.
But
on
just
the
Berlin High Street is a fucking elephant.
Well, no, yeah, but it would have been the zoo, I'd imagine. But that's pretty bad, isn't it? You know, we're not going to go into why bombs are bad, but if you're going to drop more elephants, I mean, come on.
Was it transgender?
No, but elephants have more muscles in their trunks than we have in our entire bodies.
Not surprised. You've seen the fucking size of him?
That's a good fact.
Yeah.
And the baby elephants suck on it like we suck on our thumbs when we were kids for comfort.
Wow.
I love
And
it.
elephants are the only animals that can't jump.
That's true.
Yeah.
So there
That's
are.
gotta
There's
be a
about
myth.
6 weeks worth of facts.
Nobody's listening to you really, Dave, because they're all looking at Shane, looking at the Jack Daniels. I'm looking at all the comments. Everybody's waiting for Shane to do a fucking nosedive out of the room with the Jack. Like,
I'm fucking warning you, Shane. You'll see a side of me you've never seen before, son.
here we are. Oh, look at that.
Full house,
lined
son.
up.
Full house.
He's lined them up.
Look at that.
Dave, yours ain't there, but.
Oh, there we are. He's on a roll. A couple of people are listening now.
Look at Jason Powell wrote.
Jason Powell, I've got it. There we go.
Oh, come on. Oh, fuck
You said it.
All right.
There
I
we
like
go.
that. That's Swift, that is.
See you too, dude. Everybody's looking at Greeno with a Jack. That's it. That is the next segment. Give me the Jack.
Yeah.
You look so good together.
I'll drink the Jack. Yeah,
It's okay, you switching.
it's a good Instagram picture. That is.
Well, that's what I was going to do. I was trying to put it up on the comments. We can't add photos.
God, we'd be in trouble if they could add photos to those comments, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. So, I'd just like to say thanks again to Dan Reed for coming on tonight. Incredible guest. Amazing stories. Please go and check out his new album called Liftoff. Go over to Dan Reed. I've got the links by here. So that'll show you where you can pick up his album digitally. CDs available signed as well. T-shirts and his website are all scrolling along the bottom of the screen, as you can see. As for us, feel free to give it a like and a share on the old Instagrams. Or actually, if you go over to our Instagram stories, there's something pretty cool on there. Something pretty cool, something sneaky. But that's all I'm going to say. You got to follow us on Instagram to see it. Like, see. But otherwise, yeah, if you can go and subscribe, hit the notifications, you know when CrowCast is landing, and like us on Facebook. And my mouse has run out. Hang on. 2 seconds. There we go. Technical problem. Sorry. And I think that's it. Is there anything from you guys?
Nope.
Nothing but big love for everybody that's give us presents, mate. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. We can't thank you enough. We're so lucky and blessed. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in, as usual.
Ladies and gentlemen, one-liner shiner.
All right, short, sweet one, is it? Don't ruin a good today by thinking about a bad yesterday. And thank you very much for the presents.
Thank you for the presents.
That was a good one,
Thank
Shane.
you much, everyone.
Yes.
Go around, pick up my wine tomorrow, Shane. Cheers, but night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Love you to bits. Merry
Good night.
Christmas.